Well, hello friends. So excuse this face right here because today was not going to be video making day. However, I was getting ready to go to the post office. I just packed up a bunch to go out and I had a big sale. I'm gonna post it right here, and this is a big sale of China. So I thought, why don't I just make a quick video and show y'all how I ship China. I do like selling China sets. I will sell pieces individually, and I figured this would be a great shipping video for you all. If you're new to this channel or you just clicked on it based upon shipping China, welcome. My name is Tanya. I am a part-time reseller. I sell on platforms like eBay and POSHMARK, and I just share my journey. I also work at a regular 9-to-5 job, so I do this on the side. But if you enjoy this or you want to watch any of my other videos, please feel free. I don't always look like this. I do my hair and makeup, you know, try to do it on the regular, but today was not one of those days. And yeah, just kind of caught me by surprise. So I'm going to show you how I ship this set of 4-piece beautiful fine china. Are you ready? Here we go. All right, so we are in my room, and this is my reselling room, and up here is where I have all my china and some of my glassware that's currently for sale. Don't mind my dust, so I always dust each piece before I send it out, and I'm gonna have to put you all down while I take this china over to the table. Okay, so I have pulled the china, and here it is. It is actually a 4-person place setting. So that's what you see here. And then it has the creamer and sugar bowl to go with it. And that's what we're gonna be packing up to go out. I did sell this set for $235 with free shipping. And I did that because I figured the $35 is about what it would cost me for shipping. Maybe a little bit less. I have sold China sets before, and that's approximately what it cost me. Of course, it always matters where it's going, what zone it is from mine, and what shipping service I use. I'm probably going to use UPS because that is the closest one to me, and it's usually only like maybe $1 difference from FedEx. And FedEx kind of gets on my nerves with their prices sometimes, so I will more than likely just go to UPS. That's probably how this will go, and I will drop off the rest of my packages at UPS as well today. If you did not know that, UPS does take USPS packages as well. So there's just a little fun tip for you if you didn't know that. Now here are my shipping supplies. These are just extra boxes that I keep. I have those up there, and then of course those are all my regular USPS boxes, which I cannot use because obviously it's not going to go priority. It would cost me an arm and a leg to do that. Here's extra bubble wrap that I have. Over here's extra bubble wrap that I have. I even keep foam out of other stuff that I purchased. There's some more bubble wrap. You will never catch me throwing away any bubble wrap of any kind. And here's my larger boxes that I keep over here in the corner, and that's probably what I'm going to dig through here in a minute just to see which box is going to work best for me for this set that we have today. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and just start wrapping this stuff up first. I hope that you can see okay. I always start with the big plates first. And I do have some, this is just like some really thin, like I don't even know what you call this. It's very pliable, and I'm gonna cut this up, and these I will place in between each plate so that they don't touch each other. And that way we'll have, you know, they'll be nice and stable. So that's what we're gonna do for these real quick. And they don't have to be as large as the plate is itself. You just want it to have some space in between each plate so that it doesn't touch the other one. All right, so that's what this is gonna look like. So we'll pull our big plates over here, and in between each plate we're gonna place one of these. See like that, and so the plates don't actually touch each other. It just puts that barrier in between each piece of glass. Just like that. And the same for here. And we're going to do it just like that. We'll go ahead and push this back over here for now. We'll kind of just do this in sections. So you can see. I'm going super slow. I used to work way back in the day. I would say more than 15 years ago now. I used to work for moving companies years and years ago, and I learned how to pack for long distance shipping, you know, working for places like that. And I worked for those types of places for 10 years, right around there. So I learned a lot of tips and tricks and ways to pack and save space, and you know, just to keep items from getting broke, things like that. And so I am definitely not someone who is afraid to pack and ship fragile items, that is for sure. So if I can share any tips and tricks with y'all, that's what I'm gonna do. If you have any questions, you can ask me down below in the comments. I will gladly answer them for you. I do not have a problem doing that whatsoever. Again, see how we have the space there in between each one. And yes, it does take up more, you know, space in your box, but it's totally worth it. You don't want your item to get broke, and you definitely do not want to claim. I mean, these are, you know, vintage dishes. You are not going to find these just anywhere. And, you know, the person bought a set of 4. You know, how sad would that be if they got it and one piece was broken? It's not always that easy to find replacement pieces. And sometimes, you know, those replacement pieces cost just as much as somebody selling a dang set, depending on, you know, how sought after that piece is. So you really just want to take your time and do everything that you can to make sure that it gets there, you know, for your customer. Okay, now these I am not going to use this for. And the reason being is because this is very thick and you don't want a lot of pressure on your handles like these. We will double wrap the handles because that is the weakest part of the cup, but we're not going to use something like this to do that with. So we're going to use good old bubble wrap for that. And I'm going to grab some of that. I'm going to put this away real fast. Okay, so there are many different sizes of bubble wrap. And for little, you know, dainty items like these, I like to use the small bubble like this. This is very pliable. It folds very easy. It's easy to double up. If you were to use, let's say, a piece like this. Let me grab some. If you were to use something like this, it's just not going to wrap as nicely or as well. Yeah, this one's not too bad to use, but honestly, the smaller bubble is better in this instance when you're using something, you know, so delicate as this. So that's what we're going to use for the cups real quick. And again, I like to keep different sizes of bubble wrap around. I know not everybody has the luxury, but whenever my husband has to order something for work or whatever, I make sure to keep any supplies that come in the boxes and reuse them. I definitely want to reduce waste, and especially when it comes to this type of plastic. And so what better way to do it than to use it for my business as well. So that's what we're doing here. But I have had to buy bubble wrap in the past, and to be honest, this is probably my favorite type, is these smaller bubbles right here. Okay, now to wrap a cup like this, we're not just gonna take it and wrap it like this. That's not the best way to do it. You can, it's just not the best way to do it. So remember when I said we were gonna double fix the handle and make sure that it was nice and protected. So what we do is just take and fold over. I hope that you can see this. Let me check the camera. So we just take it and fold it over to about the size that we think this handle is. And I'll fold it twice if I have enough bubble wrap to do that. And then this is where we're going to place the handle, right at that fold. Okay? And then bring it up, bring it over, pull it down, bring it over, and you have all the extra bubble wrap on the handle, which is what we are the most concerned about right now. There's not a ton of pressure on it. You know, it's still nice, but it's very lightweight still. And no worries about this part because we will make sure that this is still covered with other bubble wrap later. Okay, so we'll keep going. Everything sticks to bubble wrap on. Keep going. I have shipped sets that are larger than this even. We got our cups done. So there's all 4 of our mugs. Now to move on to these guys. Same thing. Definitely want your handle protected. Double wrap this one. Grab the handle on both ends. Probably go one way and then turn around and come back around the other way as well. And just another little piece for the lid there. Lid. And I like to use tape on all of my pieces because that kind of lets the person know, hey, there's something in there. Because when they're diving in these boxes and you have a bunch of bubble wrap and paper and extra boxes or whatever you have in there, you want to make sure that they don't miss the lid or something to their sugar jar and then try and open up a return case or whatever because they don't think they got all of their pieces when in fact they really are in there. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and wrap up these. these I will use the bigger bubbles for. So we'll start wrapping these up. And I wrap everything diagonal. And I like to use plenty of tape because it just makes it more stable, in my opinion. You just have to get a little, nice little pillow there. So, I mean, even though it's going to cost probably around $35, I would say, to ship this, it was totally worth it because there were actually extra pieces to this china set. I paid $10 for this set at a garage sale last summer, and there were extra pieces. And when I brought it home, I went ahead and put everything out, and I think I had like 6 plates and, you know, maybe like 8 of the salad plates and maybe like an extra or 2 of the little bowls. And so I just made a 4-person place setting out of it and then sold all those extra pieces as replacement pieces. And by doing that, I made my money back just on the replacement pieces. And so now all of this, which will be $200 before eBay fees, is going to be profit for me. So yeah, this takes a little bit of time, but it's totally worth it. And not everybody is willing to ship delicate items. I personally don't have a problem with it whatsoever. And once you do it a few times, you know, you get used to it. You just have to have the stuff to do it with and the patience. Alright, little bowls, like the little fruit bowls. All your little china pillows that you got going on. So now we are going to go find a box for all of these to fit in. Alright, so I found a medium box. It's the 16 by 16 by 15. It's the extra strength medium. You can buy these at Walmart or Home Depot, and they're less than $1 a box. So we're going to start putting our items in here and see where we are. We may have to modify the box. We might have to make it a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. It'll just depend on, you know, what we need. So let's see if I can figure out how I can show you all how I'm gonna pack this. So we'll start off by putting some padding in the bottom. This is what I call my fat bubble wrap. It has pretty big squares in it. And it doesn't work really well for wrapping items in particular, but it works great for padding. So that's what we're going to use this for. I'm going to kind of line the box with it on the inside. See the inside, see how we have it all lined inside there right now? And then we're just going to start placing the items in there. And we've wrapped our items, you know, really good. So shouldn't have to worry too much about stuff breaking, because we made sure in advance that everything was padded really well. And you'll just start putting items in here like a little puzzle, however they fit. Fit there. This one here. See how it's looking? Don't know if you can see so far. Hopefully you can. I'm just going to put down some more padding in between. Make sure that we have enough around the outside of the box, between the dishes, or between the china and the edge of the box. Definitely don't want to skimp on making sure all of your stuff is really, really wrapped. And when you place like cups or anything, you know, that have like the little delicate handles like I was showing you a second ago, always make sure that those handles are facing on the inside of the box. Never have them facing outwards towards the outside of the box, or facing towards something that's kind of heavy that may push on it or put any pressure on it. So just remember that when you're, you know, placing those types of items, because you got to remember the box is going to be getting this done to it on both sides. It's going to be getting dropped. Hopefully not, but it could happen. And you just want to make sure that, you know, your items are as protected as possible. And sometimes you have to do a little bit of shifting, moving around, things like that. Make sure that everything fits in there okay. It is kind of like Tetris a little bit. That's how I think of it. So if you like doing puzzles or, you know, putting stuff together, you know, then you might like this kind of thing. But it's not for everybody. I know a lot of people probably don't. They hate doing this. They would rather just do the easy stuff or the stuff that doesn't break. But I kind of enjoy this. I know it's nerdy or whatever, but you know, it's kind of fun for me. I like it. I like to make sure that my items get there to my customers, and you know, I do a good job. Now we're just kind of like, I'll show you the inside. Here's the inside right now. So now we're just like kind of filling in the holes with some bubble wrap and making sure there's no shifting happening. We don't want any of that to happen. We want everything to be nice and snug, but not too much pressure on it. Just a nice balance. We're getting there, it looks like. So it looks like we can close this up. I always want like as much, you know, protection as possible. Whenever I ship something large or delicate like this, I always tape across both ways and I crisscross because it helps with the pressure in the middle. So if items are being stacked on top of this, then it's actually helping the pressure and to make this box more stable. And that was something else that I learned in the moving industry as well. And we're going to do the same with this bottom as the top, because it's just as important. And we will be writing on this box. Once we put it on the scale, see what this weighs, and get our label ready, then I'll show you what I write on my boxes that have this. This is pretty heavy. It's got quite a bit of weight to it. Obviously, we already know the size of it because it's on the outside of the box. So that'll be easy measurements to put in. Alright, we're going to go over here and weigh this real quick. 16 by 16 by 15. Let's see what we have for a weight. Let's bring this over here. Another piece of tape. Okay, let's go on over. Put this on the scale. Alright, do y'all have any guesses on what you think it weighs? We're gonna come on over here to the scale and check it out. You ready? Here we go. Here comes your guesses. What do you think? Are you way off? There it is. It weighs 17.4 ounces. So that's the weight that we're gonna put in. Okay, so I wanted to bring you back over here because I wanted you to see the screen. So I'm gonna cover up their name right here. So we put it in, it was 17.4 ounces. The box is a 16 by 16 by 15. And then USPS Parcel Select. Since I offered free shipping, this is just what I put on there. But that would actually be $28.70. And they wouldn't get it until May 8th through the 17th. But we're going to choose right there, UPS Ground, and you get the same insurance with it. But it's going to be there from the 7th to the 13th, so they're actually going to get it cheaper, and the price is only $17.50. So this was totally worth it. My profit, again, is going to be over $200. And, yeah, think about shipping that China. Let's go get the label put on. Okay, so I have attached the sticker up there, the shipping label up there, and now I'm just going to write a little bit on the box. Not to say that the carrier listens to me necessarily, but I would hope that they would. And so I always make sure that I write that it's fragile on both sides, and oops and I want it to ship, if possible, this side up. So I always put arrows all the way around in hopes that they listen to me, because it just helps with the weight of the China, the way that it's sitting in the box. So hopefully they listen to me. I don't want to even say that all my shipping is really good when it comes to China, because as soon as I say that, I'm going to have somebody say, hey, my stuff got damaged. So I'm really hoping by saying that that doesn't happen, but yeah. And then sometimes I'm just like nice about it. Maybe put a little smiley face on there. Maybe that makes them have a better day. I don't know, but it could. So let me know if you like this shipping video. Are you thinking about shipping China now, even if you didn't before? If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to my channel even if you're here just for the shipping video. I do all kinds of stuff, so go garage sailing with me or go to these thrift stores with me. Come hang out, see how we do business. So until the next video, we'll see you later. Bye.